this summer, I looked for the association between risk factors and other gut microbiome that may influence the progression of colorectal cancer. So many times, people say, why are some people more prone to conditions like hypertension, epilepsy, or colorectal cancer? And in the context of colorectal cancer, many times it's linked with our gastrointestinal system, because our gastrointestinal system harbors one of the most diverse gut microbiomes in our human body. So what I did was I worked with over 400 patients this summer, and we tried to classify these patients into different groups to provide personalized risk analysis for their progression of colorectal cancer. So through metagenomic analysis, I was able to split them into 6 different categories, one of which was a healthy group. And I took that step a bit further, and I wanted to look at the characteristics of polyps, which were some precursor cells that could become cancers over time. So I looked at the site, the size of the polyps, the histology, and dysplasia. And we saw, there was differences between different groups in adenoma, serrated lesions, or both. And how, at different sites, they were more disposed to a certain type of histology. What was more interesting was, besides the patient group, the polyp clustering, I also wanted to look at demographic factors such as age, BMI, gender, smoking, and alcohol. And for instance, we found that old male who were obese and who smoked, who drank alcohol, would have a higher risk of colorectal cancer, specifically with a certain histology called adenoma. So, where does this research lie? This is, the research I've done throughout the summer is a classification. And over time, we want to find detectors. We want to find biomarkers so that we can early identify those risk factors that may predispose to colorectal cancer, and also work with and expand, because I did work on the microbiota, but then we can expand our knowledge of viruses, archaea, so we can have a more holistic overview of what the gut microbiome entails in our gastrointestinal system. And over time, we can see and identify those risk factors and the groups that can predispose to colorectal cancer. So, so overall, if there's one takeaway I took from this research, it's that you've got to constantly challenge yourself, expand on the research. And I think it's that sort of iteration over time that will make your research succeed. Thank you very much, everyone.